So you got society, right? And it's broken down into different tiers based upon your level of clearance of what you're going to really view when you start getting into like some of the stuff that I teach in metaphysics. And you have in society, I guess you could call like the average layman or laywoman, what they would consider, not saying you are, but what they would consider, this is about population based upon what you do to earn money is how they look at it, whatever that is. And of course, you know, what the average layman or laywoman is, of course, filling out a W-2 form. And then you have different levels of work, getting into levels of initiation and apprenticeship. And this is when you get into like independent contracting, and this is a different level of clearance as well, taking you to another level of society. So these are all different societies, and then you get into oaths, and that's what I'll focus on for a few seconds. And with oaths, essentially what it is that you have a group of people that take oaths, whether they're medical, judges, lawyers, different tiers and people in society take oaths, and then when you take these oaths, you get introduced to so-called architect or the author of this society, and they keep this, of course, a hush secret. But essentially, you get in tune with, like I said, you have Earth, but then when you get into Earth, you have different Reichs. And when you get into the oath level of aspect of society, this is when you get in tune with the Reichs and the different levels of society. Now, this, of course, has a dark side to it. And this is why they are so-called devil worshippers, or they're deemed as that, even though it's really even more sophisticated than that, because it's getting into an aspect of understanding Sirius. And that's when you get into that. And I'm going to talk about that on future episodes. But essentially, that's when you get into understanding the graphics and the Sirius star constellation and how that connects with our sun and this solar system and this Earth. And this Earth, it has the ability to turn this Earth into a vehicle, and move this Earth into different realms and levels of dimensions. So when you start talking about people being in different dimensions and realms, it's really based upon your consciousness for real, though, literally, based upon what you're able to view and visa on these different Reichs, levels, and tiers. And this is how society is essentially broken down from a metaphysical perspective.